Hi, I'm May.
Hello, I am Cindy.
And this is Raw and Rooted. You said something funny. We start again, you know, to start again. How do we start?
You can start how we met.
Yes.
How we met?
Yes. So we met through Instagram. I remember you sent me a message, and then we were thinking of how we could collaborate on different projects.
It's
and we met for a coffee, and immediately we felt this vibe, and also you said we have some things in common, probably with our lifestyle and what we do for a living. And you were telling me about this crazy photography experience that you offer. And I'm sure that the people would want to know more about that as well. So maybe you can...
I can start with this?
Yes.
So the funny thing is that I send this message like this because she looks very, I don't know, artistic woman, and I say, wow, I think we can collab together. So we met in this bar, what you said, and we started talking and never stopped for 1 hour and a half, I think, 2 hours. And then we said, why we don't do the podcast? Why not? And you're very interesting about my Bobo spiritual experience. Yes, it's something very important for me. It's like my baby. It's like my little project. And it's something, a journey. I'm a bohemian photographer. I try to mix this spirituality and this world where we live, and to match this world together to create this experience. It's not about only the photography. In general, the photography stay 1-2 hours, and 1 hour and a half in general. The normal shooting, this is not. I take a lot of time with the people. I choose the place in the nature, like we said, because the nature is the most important things nowadays, and I think we feel very, very connect with ourselves when we stay in the nature, because the elements make us very relaxed. And I create this one for me first, because it's healing myself to be in nature, and because I can feel myself, I can feel free with no judge, with nothing. I feel just free when I am in the nature with the contact of everything. And when the people go in the nature, they feel the same. In general, they go alone when you want to release, when they want to take time for them. They love to be in this area, no? So the first thing is that I bring the people there, we discuss which place, but it's always in the hands of the person that choose the experience. Sometimes they tell me, why you don't choose the place or something. I say, okay, I can choose. And when you speak or something, I have some vision, we can say, and I see some place. So I visualize you in a place, and it's so beautiful. But it's very good if you see yourself in a place. If you tell me, Cindy, I see this place and I want to be there, we go there. We don't change or something. We can change also in the last minute because you feel it that is this the special place for. And the journey is we go, we start to talk. It's very like a friendly, and me in the same time I take photos of you. And the process is like a phases, because you start very afraid about the camera, very afraid about everything, and slowly you start to relaxing, and you start to connect with yourself. That's for this is a journey, because really you connect with yourself and you forget it about the camera. You are completely free. There is a point that you don't see the camera anymore, you don't see me, or you see me like a person there, and you can be who you are. That's why I write a lot, be you, because it's a moment that you take for yourself. because nowadays we don't take a lot of moment for ourselves. It's very difficult because the life it's very faster.
Hectic.
Exactly. So when you decide to take these 2-3 hours for you, they start the magic there, because you decide to do something for you. Exactly. So
I think that's where we connected so much as well, because I'm also like as a coach.
Exactly.
Like I work through different modalities, but at the same time our process is the same. We help people be themselves, and we get people to work into themselves and be authentic and just be in the moment and heal something inside of them. And I think that's where we connected. So
it's like an healing in different way. But yes, also what you do, it's in the same level.
Yeah.
But for me it was very discovery, because I start to be like we can say a normal photographer, and I try many things. It makes time to realize that this was my way to do my calling, my way to do photography, you know, like in the spiritual and we can say healing way. I can say healing because after this, what the people reach, it's something so beautiful. They told me that it was an amazing journey.
Yes.
That's why I call it experience.
Yes.
Because it's this.
Yeah.
It's not a normal, if not we go in a place, we take photos and that's it.
Yeah.
So I make also some rituals when we are in the final of the session. And at that moment really is like, I don't know, I see the face of the people and the body. It's like completely free. Like the face start to be really relaxing, you know, when you do some treatment and your face start to be like a child, you know. It's the same.
I know.
It's really the same expression, the same, no wrinkle, nothing. It's just this and super beautiful. Also the smiles change, you know. It's not forced. It's really the genuine, authentic vibe. Smile that the people have in the normally.
Yeah.
So
I think that's where I saw another parallel between what we do, is that holding space.
Exactly.
Like providing a space where people can discover themselves and where they can play around with parts of themselves, be themselves, and just to hold that space. Like not give direction, not necessarily tell them what to do, and
no
you
pose.
don't either. And no pose, exactly,
pose.
And
zero pose.
And just like literally just opening the space for them to be themselves. And I do that too. Like I'm just there listening. I'm just there saying, you can speak how you speak. You know, you don't need to hold back. You can say what you want. Like this is a safe space. And in different ways, we kind of provide the same. And that was also what I thought was so amazing, that we can connect on that level as well. And then of course also the aspect of nature. Like I grew up in the Black Forest, right? So
I remember.
I love the forest. I love nature. Now in Malta, obviously we don't have that much, but
we find. I found it.
We find, exactly. So. That need for nature, to be in nature, to find strength in nature, to find that, like, use it as a source of inspiration, of rejuvenation, and just to be playful as well. Like I always, when I go into nature, like I feel so playful. Like I want to run, I want to jump, like I shout, I'm like, ah, you know, it's like standing on a cliff, shouting.
What do people
jumping.
do it in general?
Yeah, right. And it's just this like raw experience of being alive. And you also told me you travel a lot. Like I had this 1.5 years where I just went traveling with a one-way ticket, with no home anywhere. Like I literally just had a backpack. I didn't have an address anymore. I didn't have an actual place to stay. And wow, I saw so many beautiful places in Europe and in South America as well. And it was just such an experience, and the nature and everything. And you also said you traveled so much, and we have this wild and free spirit, both of us. So I think that is also something where we can really be like, we can understand each other.
It's true. It was super automatic. Yes, the travel, I think, is a part of us. We can stay without. So I think we learn. More we travel, the more we learn. The more we met the people, the more we learn. We decide to move in different place because we feel the call to go and discover why this place is cool.
Yes.
And after we will find a Malta for. We don't know the reason, but you came here for your. I don't know what, and I came here for because I would like to study English, and after it's 4 years that I am here, so I think the life is a journey.
Yes, the life is a journey, 100%.
Yes, and why you came, basically, in Malta.
Why I came? To be honest, I finished high school and I didn't know what to do in my life, and I had one friend here from high school. She was a bit older, and she said, why don't you come to Malta? I live here, I work on boats, you can get a job and you can, just start your life. I came to Malta with 200 euros. Literally, that's all I had. 200 euros, very rich. No idea how to speak English properly. Of course, I studied it in school, but it's like, German school, you're like, how are you? I am good, thank you. So I came here and they had this weird accent, Maltese accent, and I was like, what the hell is this? So, and then I got stuck here. I fell in love, and
you fell in love here?
Yes,
okay,
nice. I was in love with this Maltese guy, and then I started studying at university. So I studied my bachelor's in psychology, then I did a master's degree, then I started my PhD. I stopped because I wasn't so sure about the topic. And life just kept happening, I was in this relationship, I stayed, then I became a yoga teacher. I was out of the relationship, but I stayed anyway, and it just kept on giving. I never questioned it that much. I was like, this is my place now, this is where I live. And then I had that need to leave, and at that moment I was dating a guy, and we said we were gonna leave together, and the relationship didn't really work out, and I said, well, fuck this guy, I'm still gonna travel. And this is when I bought that one-way ticket. I said, I'm just gonna leave, because I don't know, I just want to leave now. I had enough of Malta. And then I left, and then I ended up back here again.
After how long?
I was traveling for 1.5 years.
Okay.
So, but let's say I've been in Malta on and off over 10 years.
Wow.
Yes, over 10 years.
It's a long time.
It's a long time, yes. For some reason, I always come back here. But it's my first home away from home. So, in a way, growing up in a very chaotic family where I never felt really safe and comfortable at home, I created this for myself. So in a way, Malta for me is always a safe space in a way that I created over time. And I guess that also kind of binds me to it in a weird way, maybe.
You can restart again, that here you can restart all the time.
Yes, it's like
if you're lost, you can restart again.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think for me Malta is an island of, you can start again and again and again. It's an island of opportunity. I see Malta like that. It's an island of opportunity that you can create what you want.
Yes.
You can be who you are. It's very nice. That's why I love this island, and I stay since 4 years too.
Yeah.
That is something that also keep me here, and I create all my photography work here. So I think if I live in another country or in Italy, I didn't create this. So this island I think gave us the opportunity to create something.
Yeah, I think the environment here is kind of like, because there are so many people in such a small space, it's kind of very competitive, and you kind of have to find your niche in a way, I think. Because of course there's like gazillion photographers, because there's so many people in such a small place. You found your own niche, which is that experience that you're providing. And I'm also like, of course now I'm a coach for only like not even 2 years proper. So I'm also trying to find my niche, and like I'm all the time trying to refine like what I'm offering and all that, because of course there's also millions of coaches, and I'm a yoga teacher, and then there's millions of yoga teachers. Actually all my students are now teachers as well. So it's like, you know, so you have to constantly sort of redefine yourself and your products, because let's face it, like as a coach, I'm my own product. As a yoga teacher, I'm my own product. And you are your own product as a photographer as well.
Yes, exactly.
So it's like this constant redefining of who you are as a person and as a professional,
yes,
right?
It was a journey. It was completely a journey. I never think myself, if you ask me 4 years ago, you will be a bohemian photographer in the spiritual way, you say, no way.
I know, it sounds crazy, right?
I started this journey with the spirituality to take care about myself. After many things happened in my life, and I started to do many things, rituals, retreat, many things to take care about me. And slowly, I say, but it's very fresh, this match with the camera, but it was a very naturally. It's coming super naturally, and it's okay. And it was super beautiful discover this. And when I'm looking around, I say, but there is not a lot of people that do something like that. Why I don't try to do it? You know, it's something that makes me a lot of love, passionate. And to see the people in this happy moment, and me also, they give me a lot. So they say, okay, why? This is my way, I need to do this. And they start into building slowly.
Yes.
And I continue for sure.
Yes.
Ritualize things, because I think the key is to work in yourself.
Yeah.
If you want to be also, I don't know if it's the correct word, but useful for the others. To help others, or to be there for listening for the other person, you need to work in yourself first.
Oh yes, for sure. So, I think you can only live, like, especially like me as a coach, I'm always sort of an example for people. Like, they look to me and say, okay, how did you manage this? How did you navigate this difficulty? Like, how did you get where you are, that you are happy with yourself and content with your life? So I have to sort of get somewhere to tell people how to get there, in a way, you know. And yeah, of course, like I've been on this like healing journey for a very long time, I guess. So I have a lot of ups and downs in my life, and a lot of major changes. And I think, especially if you provide some sort of a safe space to people, you as a person need to learn and be able to be comfortable with change. Because let's face it, the only thing that we know for sure in life is that things change.
Exactly.
Like, everything is always changing. If it's not us, it's our surroundings. And then again, we have to adapt. So if you can show people that they are allowed to change, and you might see this with your clients as well. They come to you and they think they have to be a certain person, and then they are just free to be whoever they want to be. And they might be very different from how they even expected themselves to be. And that's crazy, right?
Yes, it's true. I agree with you. And nowadays, like, who you are?
Wow, intense question. I guess I'm someone who's very curious about life and themselves, who is very eager to be free and spontaneous, to not be tied down with anything. For example, I don't have children. I choose not to have children.
Okay.
I choose not to have an office job. Like there's many things that I choose consciously that give me that freedom that I need to live. To be able to say, I can leave in an instant if I want to. Doesn't mean I want to, doesn't mean I have to, but like if I want to, I can go. And I guess this is also my gypsy soul, you know. I need to have this feeling that I can move on whenever I want to. And that's also this need of like being able to be free to change as well, to reinvent myself. And I've changed many times throughout my life. Like I was a punk, then I had dreadlocks, then I was, you know, like even from the outside, I looked completely different so many times. So
we are similar in this. Me too.
Yeah, it's like I'm almost like a chameleon, but a chameleon always has this negative side, like that you want to adapt to your surroundings. For me, it's not that. For me, it's like an inner chameleon. Like I can change because I want to change. Like I see something doesn't work for me anymore, and I change that consciously. Like I say, no, this doesn't work anymore, and then I move on.
You change completely, and you go in another way.
Yeah.
Because you feel it was the right, I think.
Yeah, like sometimes things just don't work for you or don't work anymore. Like some things work for some time, and then they don't. And that's where a lot of people get stuck. They try to fit their new selves into old boxes. And I've done that as well. But that doesn't work. A new self needs a new box. I don't like that because I don't like any box, but like let's say a new self needs a new box. Yeah. And I think that's where the changing is so important.
But yes, but it's very difficult, I think, for the people just to do what you did, because when you feel stuck in a place, it's very difficult to say, okay, I put it back and I move on, you know? So it's like you need these strong things that you say, okay, you know what, this is not for me again. I just go and I do another things. I think for almost the people, it's very difficult to do this because to stay in the self. In the safe space, we can say, it's easy.
Yeah, I think, and I mean, like I said before, like I created this safe space in Malta to a certain extent, but I also realized that my safe space now, especially that I did this healing journey for a long time, my safe space is me. And wherever I go, I can feel safe if I want to. Like I was literally traveling alone in Colombia, in like forest areas and like on motorbikes with people and like in this shared taxi colectivo, you know, that I don't know, or even the language or anything. Like for me, I know I can rely on myself. If I need to fight, I will fight, you know, if I need to run, I will run. But it's also more like that I know that I'm okay on my own. Like for me, being alone is not a massive fear in life anymore. I see that a lot of people struggle with this thought that, oh my God, I'm going to be alone. My life will be miserable. But I learned through being alone and traveling alone and being alone for such a long time that being alone is also a gift. It teaches you so much about yourself, and like you really learn to be okay with yourself. It's nice. You're not just okay, you're loving it, like you're enjoying life. It's a good life. And for me, I don't need like a home country, and I don't need like all this. I was always kind of, like I said, this gypsy soul. For me, I'm rooted, like raw and rooted.
Exactly. One of the reasons why.
Where I am, really. Like if I'm here in the moment, Even if it's a hotel, that's home. I'm going home. If I'm out and I'm going back to the hotel, I'm going home. Home can be anything really for me.
Yeah, I have a similar connection about this because I am a traveler too. Like a bit, I can say a bit gypsy too.
Yes.
So yes, every time I move, I feel something there. It's home for this time, and after I backpack and I go, okay, now it's my home.
Yeah.
Like Malta, now it's my home. I don't know in 1 year or in 2 years or in 10.
Exactly.
I don't know where the life bring me after. So I will see.
Yes.
But it's true. If you are good with yourself and you feel free, you feel happy.
Yeah.
With who you are, and you know who you are.
Yes.
I think the journey will be not super easy, but easier than if you don't feel in this way.
Easier, yeah. I guess we all have fear. I'm not saying I'm free of fear. I was shitting myself sometimes, I'm like, oh my God, what am I even doing? I'm like, I'm gonna get shot, I'm gonna get killed. But for me, it's always like, I can live through fear. Because I know that fear is an instinct. And I can choose to go beyond that instinct and still go along with my life. And I understand that this is very difficult for a lot of people to accept that fear is an emotion that is telling us something, that we have to be careful, but it's not something that necessarily tells you to stop. You can keep going even if you're afraid. You can keep going even if you don't know what's on the other side. And I've always been very, very keen in life to see what's on the other side of everything. So, yeah.
I think it's a part of shadow, no? We are a part of life, then a part of shadow. So the fear is a part of shadow.
Yes.
And we are scared about this, but we need to realize that we need to have both to go through in the life.
Yes.
So without shadow or without life doesn't fair.
Yeah.
So it's the combination that works. So for me, fear is like a challenge. So every fear that I have is a challenge.
Yeah.
To put myself to be the person that I want to be. If I don't have this fear, I can be who I am.
Yeah.
I can be who I am.
Yeah.
So we go through the fear to also discover who you are.
Yes, for sure.
So it's this combination with shadow and light that makes it the perfect things, the life.
Yeah.
If without this.
Yeah, it's also like life and death. Like life cannot exist without death. Sometimes you need to die to be reborn.
Exactly, almost the time.
It's literally like that. Like I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives in this one lifetime now already. And there's many more lives that I can live. And it feels like I've died so many times. And then I came out of these ashes and I've reinvented myself and I became a new person again. And then it's like, you feel like, this doesn't work anymore. And then you die and you're like, oh wow, I'm a new person again. It just keeps on happening.
Yeah, when you see yourself like 10 years ago, you say, okay, this was me.
Yes, not even 10, like 1 year ago. I can look 1 year back and I'm already like, what, that was me?
Yes,
crazy.
we change
so much.
Super faster also, I think. And I think also this is about also moon and sun, no? We can say without, if you remove sun or remove moon, doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
So we need both to survive and to be ourselves.
Exactly. It's like you can't be happy if you can't be sad. And so many people are like afraid to be sad or to feel emotions that are a bit heavy. Because they're, but life should be, I should be happy, I should be grateful all the time. No, you're a human person. Like, you feel sad as well. Because if you don't feel sad, you will never feel happy. Because you don't know what happy is. If you don't know what sad is, emotion to feel. Like, shame when you feel really ashamed. And it's so, like, it feels really raw. Like, you're really looking at this, like, raw part of yourself that is like, I'm feeling so ashamed. Or even grief, you lose someone, you lose something. like these emotions, they're very raw. But then also raw happiness. Like when I laugh, sometimes I laugh loud, and it could be like I'm shopping in the supermarket and I'm like, "Ah!" and people are looking, and it's this like raw joy as well.
Yes,
so yeah, just like to embrace life with everything, joy, sadness, everything, but in a very real
authenticity.
Way.
That's why we decide this name.
Yes. Exactly.
Because our life represents this. So our journey, we can say, represent this. So that's why we decide this name and also this logo. We can say. Yes, with the nature, with the face.
Yes.
Women face.
Yes.
So.
And I'm also curious how we are, like what stories we're going to hear throughout this podcast series, because like we decided we're gonna go into places, maybe into coffee shops, or meet some people who create something, like artists, and some places that are sort of concept stores, and people who can share their stories. Even if they don't own these places, we can invite other people, we meet other people and hear their stories, and also stories similar to our stories of being in between, being, because like, for example, you discovered this spirituality. Like now I've been doing yoga for such a long time, and in my own way, I think I am spiritual, but not in that way that people define spirituality. So I'm like somewhere in between, and then you're somewhere in between.
Exactly.
And like to have all these people that tell us their stories of like living their life, living their unique life that is also somewhere in between, and to not have these labels on people, to sit together and have this real conversation. Like, what's your life? What did you learn from life? What's your wisdom?
Or why you decide to create this, to build this, or to have this idea to be, I don't know, yoga teacher or photographer or video maker.
Exactly.
Why? How you arrive in this?
How I arrive? Wow. I mean, the thing is, like I said, everything is changing all the time. Like I guess in a way I will always be connected to yoga, because this is also now my lifestyle. And yoga is not just a physical practice. It's not the poses you see. Yes, that's part of it, but it goes much deeper. It's meditation, it's ways of life, it's ways of treating the planet, other people, animals. Like, I'm vegan, so that's part of me as well. Like, I don't want to do harm to others. Also, that includes the planet, that includes, trees and everything. So I'm trying to live very environmentally conscious, so this is all yoga, but people don't understand that. So even if I'm not teaching yoga, I will do yoga. I will do my meditation, I will do my conscious living, I will do my mindfulness. And so yes, in a way, I will always be a yogi. But there's parts of me that I'm not anymore. And this changes, things do change. Like, for example, I used to be a big drinker. I used to love red wine, red wine and philosophy and talking and being drunk. And now I'm 3 years sober. And that's a new identity for me, because I started drinking at 13.
Okay.
And now I'm sober for 3 years. So imagine, like, I drank for 20 years of my life. That's a long time. So now I need to redefine myself as a person who doesn't drink. So like in that way, I have this journey that constantly changes. But how did I get here? Yeah, I guess through my own healing process, I felt like that I can bring value to people who are also struggling with similar problems, and who are struggling even just through life, and hold that space for them. So this is how I became yoga teacher, coach, and let's see what else I'm gonna become next.
That's why we do the podcast too.
Yes, now the podcast.
That's another reason why.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yes, it's nice. No, it's about, I was always in love with photography, because when I have my camera, I am in a place, I forgot everything.
Yeah.
I just me and this little camera, and I forget everything around me. There is nothing, just me and her.
Yeah.
And
It's a girl, your camera?
yes, it's a baby girl. I have two now, so I have a girl
And a boy?
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, this is my babies. And yes, they make me in my comfort zone that I want to escape or something. I take my camera, I go everywhere. And sometimes when I came in Malta, I just take the taxi, they leave me in a place without
You just walk around?
nothing. I just start to walk with my camera, I take pictures. I don't know how many million pictures that I took. And it was a super healing for me. Also when I have something that I need to think about or something, I take my camera, I go, and I found a solution.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a therapy for me.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
But I took a lot of time to understand this. It wasn't clear. Now it's clear, but it was a journey. That's why also I do this one with the people, and when the people ask to have photo shooting or something, work or collaboration with me, I try also to put this environment also with the camera. You need to feel safe because it's safe space. Camera, it's not something you need to be scared of.
Yeah, I guess in the beginning,
fear.
like people are quite like, how do I behave in front of the camera?
Yes, because they think that you need to be a pose every time. They think about how I look after in the photos. It's no, it's the we are all beautiful in everyone in the different way, but everyone is beautiful. And when they say I'm not photogenic, I can listen this.
It's like people come to me to yoga and say I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible. Yeah, that's why you come to yoga.
Exactly. The same. So it's a real journey for me and for them because every person is different. So I discover everything and new things for each person that I collab or have shooting with me or something like that.
And you learn something new as well about yourself, about everything.
All the time. All the time is a new experience. All the time. If a small things, the big things. Also for this podcast, I learned too.
Yes, now it's a learning journey for us again. First episode.
Exactly.
So we don't know.
For me, super new. We decided to jump in this adventure. Exactly. Yes. So I'm very happy.
Yes, I'm very happy also.
To do this one with you.
It's going well.
Sure. Oh, the role. No, what we say a lot. This word.
Yes, I think why this podcast became important to both of us is that I think we wanted to represent
the authenticity of the things, yes, and the connection with the nature. So, yes, we start today in this place. This is apartment, okay, because it's the first, and just it was like, okay, we present ourselves, busy week and things. So we decide to have just a little plants and things. But the idea is really to go around the Malta, to show the place. Also, when travel together and do this podcast in another country. We will see, this is the big idea, we would like to start in this island, yes, and to do completely in the nature, because in general we are podcasts that stay in the studio, in this small place that everything is super set up. We are also super professional today. Thanks for Zulu.
Yes.
But also we will be super professional, but in the nature. So
yes, I think we wanted to create something that is a little bit less mainstream and a little bit more alternative and more spacious, giving more space to also, I guess, less mainstream ideas, let's say, that is maybe not so often discussed. Like now you brought up spirituality, there might be some time that we really go into that, like what it means for both of us, because I guess we have quite a bit different takes on that.
Yes.
And yeah, like for example, also like healing and these kind of aspects of
yes, about
being.
spirituality, healing, but in another way.
Yes.
Because all the time we speak like a bit a guru or things. We are not like that. We are just simple women
Yes.
that we do our life like everyone, but just we want to do something first for ourselves because we like it.
Yes.
It's something that we decide like this, and we say, why not?
We have a lot to say.
So the first is because we love to do it.
Yes.
And after, we hope that also the other people love.
Will be inspired.
And exactly. So every time it will be a different items. Every time will be in different location. Also, we will different people. They will join us in this journey.
Men and women.
Absolutely.
Men and
it's
women.
not only women. It's for really everyone, and also to help.
Yes.
The people that have new ideas, new project, new dreams that they want to become true.
Exactly.
It is a possibility. It's like a window that you can come here and tell us what is your project, what is your idea.
It's within the collaboration.
Exactly.
So, yes.
We start this like to collab together to create something new for both of us.
And
because
for everybody. Really.
For other people that have a small, what we can say, a small word that we have that became grow and grow.
Yes.
So I think that's why we create this.
To give a platform to ideas,
to give
people,
space,
voices. Yes.
To give space for everyone. Doesn't matter who you are.
Exactly.
It's just be you and that's it. That's why. Yeah.
We finished.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Allowed your space first because we are in your beautiful apartment. And thank you very much to decide to do this with me. Thank you for the best video maker over there.
Zulita!
That without him we can do this, so we are very grateful. And thank you for everyone that will watch this first episode. And I hope that you will watch more and more and more. And now it's your turn.
Like, follow, comment, share.